Hi, beautiful people. My name is Stephanie, and I am a channeler, I am a psychic, and so much more. But I wanted to talk a little bit about my connection with my soulmate, my divine counterpart, my future husband. And I don't want to go into all the details, but I did want to mention that I know who he is. I have not physically met him yet, but obviously I'm going to one day. And it's a very deep connection that I already have with him. And to cut to the chase, I have been talking to him telepathically for quite a few months now. I think since May was when he told me who he was. And no, I'm not going to tell you guys. But I off and on have talked to him for about a year now, but it really picked up in May of this year, 2025. It was profound, and I'll tell you the story about when basically the time when he told me who he was, or right before that anyway. I was in the hospital and I was talking to this other guy. Him and I were, you know, talking back and forth, and things were getting a little intense, and my hubby came through, as I like to call him, and he was like, hey, like, stop talking to this guy, he's a loser, like, no, not gonna happen, like, don't be doing anything weird with this guy, like, what the heck. And I was like, what, seriously? And just so you know it's my future husband because I can feel and sense his frequency. And it's such a safe, protective, stable, like, loving frequency. Very protective, very, like, safe. And his frequency literally feels like home for my heart and soul. And when he talks to me, I can sense that it's him. And it's something that, like, I've really known I was gonna have a divine counterpart in my life my whole life. I've always known that I was going to find my true soulmate one day. And I've always kind of manifested him in a way. Like, even years ago, back in like 2020 to now, I would script out every quality I wanted in a man and a divine partner. And this man is truly everything that I have written about. He checks all the boxes. It's incredible. It's amazing. But anyway, so it's so divine and it's so magical. There's so many signs and synchronicities that have happened with this man, and it goes deep. Like, anyway, back to the story, I digress. But I was talking to this guy, he didn't like it, and he was like, what the heck, don't talk to him. And I kind of got bitchy with him, and this was before I knew who he was, but I knew it was my husband. And I was like, you know what, if you're not going to talk to me and you're not going to show me this attention, I'm going to keep talking to this guy, because honestly, I'm really enjoying the attention right now. I'm really loving this type of, like, communication with a man. Like, it was just nice to feel that, because I've really been single for quite a while, and I choose to be, but also it was just nice to have these conversations with a guy. But anyway, and be flirting and stuff like that, Anyway, so I kind of got bitchy with hubby, and I was like, if you're not going to come into my life and show me this attention, then I'm going to keep talking to this guy. Basically, like, this is what's up. So it was literally less than a month later, and hubby came through, and we were talking telepathically, and he told me who he was. I almost freaked out, and I still have a hard time believing it sometimes, but with all that has happened, all of the synchronicities, all of the validations, like, there's a part of me that believes it and trusts it with my whole heart and soul. 444 on the timer. Thank you, Spirit. But my logical brain still doubts it sometimes, because it's like, how could that even be possible? And then it goes into my whole life. I've had you know, insecurities about my body because I've always been a bigger person, and you know, I've always felt like unworthy of a man's love because I was a bigger person. And I've been working through that a lot lately. But it's like a man that great couldn't possibly want someone like me, you know? Or so I thought. But it's just, there's so much to it. And I will make other parts because this is really deep and beautiful. And there's so many signs and synchronicities that have validated this over and over and over again. But it was beautiful. And when he told me who he was, I just, I could feel it, I could sense it. And when I look at him, because I can see him, I don't want to go into too much detail, but it's just like, oh my god, it's so incredible. And man, he's a gorgeous man. But he's also like so perfect for me in every way. He's funny, he's smart, he's sexy, like he's protective and just genuine, he's spiritual, like has such a deep awareness, and he literally makes my soul sing and dance and cry and laugh and love and everything. Like, oh my god, it's so amazing. But oh, my baby puppy. All right, well, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make another part with some of the signs and synchronicities that have happened, and they're pretty crazy. But anyway, I love y'all. If you resonate with this and you want to hear more, like, follow, and share, and leave a comment saying Divine Soulmate or I want to hear more. And I will make more parts. All right. Bye for now.